we all possess when we shine bright, right? So, rapper named Jonah, hop on the mic, let the folks know that you're in the station and let them know what's going on. Put those headphones on, let's make sure we can hear ourselves.
It's good. It was good. How y'all doing? It's RNJ. How y'all doing? Shit, I'm so excited to be here.
Man, so tell the folks where you're coming from, both from your family's origin, but also where in the Bay Area you drove in from.
So I'm actually from North Carolina. Grew up out there for a while, then actually came out here. I live in out here in the Bay. Been here for a good 10 years now, man. I'm starting to love it, man. It's really growing on me.
Welcome. About a decade. What have you learned or picked up from being in the Bay?
Honestly, it's like being in a whole different world. I'm being exposed to so many different cultures, so many different points of views. I feel like it's really kind of completely opening my eyes to how this world is, you know? Exactly like what our opportunities are and how we can view ourselves and what we can actually make of ourselves, you know?
And as an artist, what has been some of the places you found yourself performing and catching the vibe?
I've been all over, everywhere, anywhere from San Jose, Berkeley. I actually recently had a show with some of my favorite people at Hot Stuff Studios. Everywhere, San Francisco, I've been in the neck of the woods. I love it there. Everywhere, all over. Sacramento, at the XL Smoke Shop, everywhere. I go anywhere and everywhere so you guys can hear what I have to say.
And what's your favorite style of music? What did you grow up on and how has it developed in your style?
My favorite style of music definitely would be hip-hop. Honestly, I actually got into it from my cousin. He actually put me on to Lil Wayne's Carter 3. And ever since then, that's actually been the very vocal point, the very beginning from when I decided this is what I want to do.
Shout out to the cousins. It was both my mom and my cousin that got me in the music game. So I appreciate how, you know, our families sometimes got talents. You got any other people in your family with some talents?
Talents, yes, man. Honestly, my younger sister, Mikaya, she's one of the smartest people I know. Very talented, very mature. My sister, Genesis, she has her own podcast. I'm super proud of her. She's on her own LLC doing her thing. My brother, a talented athlete, man, was growing up doing football. I'm super proud of him. He's still getting built, still working on himself.
And what's some talents you got that folks don't know about when they don't see you on the stage or with the mic?
I mean, outside of music?
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm an actor, honestly. I loved it. When I first started, I didn't realize how much I would enjoy it, but then I realized that this was a completely awakening for me, you know? I feel like I could actually allow myself to feel, and I feel like all that emotion I can now put into my music based on these tools that have been taught to me.
You gotta love it. Today's date is May 25th, so you already know I had to pull up my book from the Young Executive. That's executive with a K. This is by Cara Michelle. This is the #1 international bestseller. 365 Days of Hip Hop, Daily Motivational Quotes. So I'm gonna pass this to you. I have the day already marked, and I need you just to read the page for us.
May 25th? Alright.
May 25th.
You gotta mess up before you get things right. By Kid Ink. Our first day on the job, our first swing at bat, our first attempt at something new will rarely ever be great. It's usually a disaster. But it's okay to be bad at first. But it's not okay to give up after the first horrible attempt. Practice is what it takes to go from good to great. Affirmation. I don't have to be great to start, but I have to start in order to be great. Before I know it, I'll be an expert.
Ashe, ashe.
That's beautiful.
Yes, yes. I want y'all to say this with us. I don't have to be great to start, but I have to start in order to be great. Before I know it, I'll be an expert. The source, Broken Promises. This is day 145 out of 365, which I know about that. So in terms of starting, what are some of the mistakes you've learned from starting in the game? Maybe some lyrics that didn't go over so well, or even knowing your cadence and how to get that going on. What are some things that you developed in the start, and how's it taking you forward?
The mistakes I made, man, I made plenty of mistakes, honestly. Like, everything from not being fully confident in what you're creating. It's as if you really have to believe in what you're making first before anybody else will believe in you as well. Things as far as worrying about what other people think, that is something as an artist you really just kind of have to keep to the side. That means you just say what you need to say, and you use what you translate into the world out into your craft. And you can't really worry about what people are going to judge you by, because in the end, you're being honest with yourself, and that's going to help you grow into a better person. That's something that took me a very long time to learn.
And when folks are listening to your music and vibing out to the sounds and the vibrations that you produce, what are we gaining? What are you telling folks? What's the message behind it?
The message behind my music is to help you grow. My goal is to make us have a real good look at ourselves so that we can grow and to become better people. It's an honest look, and at the same time it's loving and nurturing. At the same time it's to push you into becoming the best person that you can become.
And what is an artist, or who is an artist, I should say, that you would credit for keeping it real and showcasing a narrative that we should all embody when it comes to the realness that we're listening to?
Now, I would say that would fit that. Definitely would say J. Cole.
Okay. Yeah.
Same thing. I feel like with what he says, he's really just painting a picture of what it is like to be human, regardless if it is good or it's bad. It's just who we are as individuals.
I got a book here, Soul Affirmations, a toolkit for reflection and manifesting the light within. Kariga and Felicia Baby. Today I will pour into my genius. What does that mean to you, brother?
Yeah, I'll pour into my genius?
Yes.
We're going to give it all to what we know what we're good at.
When did you learn that you were a genius? What does that look like? Because I want to know, in our education system, what in your eyes is lacking from what we're teaching this next generation?
I think willingness to learn something new. I think a lot of times we feel that we know everything, but really we don't.
Exactly. When you think of opportunities that we have, what opportunities do you want to see embedded in our community?
Opportunities for people to express themselves. I feel that a lot of times people don't think it's okay to truly open up. And I think we should definitely have areas where people can feel free to express themselves fully without fear of judgment.
Okay, express ourselves. We got another book here. This book breaks down rap lyrics in some of the funniest of ways. This is Understand Rap, Explanations of Confusing Rap Lyrics You and Your Grandma Can Understand by William Buchholz, right? So just choose a page, find something that rests well with your heart and spirit. It's really funny on how people break down these lyrics.
Alright, hey, it's a good one. Trying to catch you right and dirty. It's a millionaire. Law enforcement officers are unfairly targeting me because of jealousy or racial profiling, watching for a relatively unimportant traffic violation or a vehicular infraction in order to have a legally justifiable reason to pull me over and attempt to search my person or car, which may or may not contain controlled substances, unregistered firearms, or other legal items.
How do we know about young brothers in our community getting caught up because they're trying to catch us riding dirty?
How do we know?
I mean, yeah, what is your personal experience, if you have any, with how this page reflects the light and the likeness? How are these lyrics manifested in life?
For me, I just felt like I've actually had my own experience with police when, like, they forget that you're dealing with another human being, you know? Back in the day, I used to actually work at a retail. I was working behind the counter. I'm ringing up a customer for something he wanted to buy. The police come into the store, trying to ID me as I'm ringing this person up, with dogs, like a whole squad of people.
You're like, bro, I work here.
Like, I'm working. Like, what's going on? Tell me why. So apparently, this was on like the military base. Apparently, somebody had ran the gate a few hours ago. Now, no. If they ran the gate a few hours ago, I'm there. Exactly. Apparently, I fit the description of the person they were looking for. And it's ridiculous because, one, at the time I drove a 98 Saturn. If I'm dusting the military in a 98 Saturn, y'all have bigger problems to worry about than me.
Yeah. Catch us riding dirty out here.
Honestly.
So young men, let's be careful when we in these streets. Even when we're not in these streets, they're getting us caught up, which is the difficult part, right?
Yeah.
So is there anything you want to say now that you got the chance? You just want to invite people who are listening, you got to follow, who you want to shout out?
Honestly, man, only gonna Man, shout out to Erratic, obviously, for always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Shout out to my vocal coach, honestly, Miss Anya, for really giving me the tools to learn how to really broaden my craft. Shout out to my acting teacher, Mr. Ali, for one, giving me the confidence to really push myself. Yeah, shout out to my brother Roman for calling me out when I needed to hear it, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
And shout out to my baby boy Ocean, man. I love you, man. Love you.
Any questions you want to ask to LJtheDJ? Keeping it high beat in the mix.
Any questions I want to ask?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have me here again, man. I'm loving it here.
All good. Hey, the semester's ending, but we definitely gonna find some time to mix it up here in the station, bring out the good vibes, which we know y'all be missing. The radio isn't how it used to be. They don't play the songs that people want to hear. They're not bringing the vibes and the realness. It's very commercial, very not even old timey. Because even back in the day, we had some soul, but nowadays it's on repeat, right? So let's change up the ether, the messages that's being put out there. This is the message by Dr. Dre, which of course is a sample of another song. It just goes round and round and round.
Smooth though.
Yep. I need you to say who you are and let the folks know that you're listening to KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety.
My name is RNJ, and I'm on KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety.
Okay, I'm going to do that again. Make sure this records us.
My name is RNJ, and you're listening to KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety.
You're in the mix. That's what's up. How do you want to end out your time, my brother?
Shit, man. It was all peace and love, man. That's all I want to do, man.
With all peace and love. So stay tuned, everybody. We're going to be sending y'all some of the greatest hits by RNJ.